Veganism has been on the rise. Last year, there were over 540,000 vegans in the UK, in comparison to just 150 back in 2006.
And whilst there are many benefits to being vegan, news of violent vigilante vegans has sparked a bit of a backlash. And we're joined now by Antony Worrall Thompson and Heather Mills to discuss whether veganism has gone too far. And morning to both of you.
Good morning. Good morning.
You've got a very bad throat, so
Well, I've been speaking too much, so I'm a bit of a doll.
That's all right. Well, we'll cope with that. That's not a problem.
I'm not
Anthony,
sick.
you say it's a fashionable bandwagon.
Well, I do think it's going on. It's a lot of pseudoscience out there purported by celebrities. People are joining the band. They want to be part of the celebrity scene. And I do think there's absolutely nothing wrong with being a vegan. But I do think, you know, there are rumours now that it's up to 3.5 million, which I can't believe. But I do believe an awful lot of those people will go back to being vegetarians or even going back to being meat eaters.
But the thing is that's great. If there are 3.5 million
Nothing
vegans,
wrong with it.
Fantastic.
Nothing wrong with it. Don't thrust it down our throat.
And that's what you have a problem with. You have a problem with that. There's a small minority that are bullying farmers or attacking local shops, and that's where your issue lies.
Well, we should all be able to live on this planet in each other's company. It doesn't matter whether you're a vegan, whether you're a meat eater. I know there's this argument against cruelty to animals. Nobody wants cruelty to animals. But husbandry, good husbandry in farming, there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. And actually animals, cows that live on the pastures are actually sort of carbon neutral because the methane is eaten up by the grass and by the trees. So
But that's not true, actually. Everything else I agree with so far.
I can understand the cows in stalls.
I wrote the study on it 15 years ago. It's been passed by the whole... It's scientific proof. That bit's not the case. I'm working with farmers. I'm very on the farmer's side. And
Me too.
Farmers cost $3 billion a year to the taxpayer. Taxpayer buys a litre of milk. The poor farmer doesn't get paid for it. The supermarket squeeze him down. They get 27 pence. We, the taxpayer, pay the difference. So it's about choice. It's about freedom of choice. I don't believe in extremists at all.
No.
I was a campaigner. I still am a campaigner, but I'm more quiet. The fastest way to help people get healthier, happier, environment, animal-friendly, is to eat products. Like, apparently you don't understand why vegans eat alternate meats.
No, I don't. I can't understand. Well,
we love the taste of meat, fish and dairy. We love the taste of it.
That bleeds beetroot juice to give you that abattoir experience.
That's
I mean, it doesn't make sense.
It's well,
these are vegan burgers.
I don't eat that, but some people like it. But the mass majority of people who are becoming flexitarian are the people who are making the huge difference on the environment.
No,
so the vegans,
I have a vegetarian once a week.
We're vegans just a tiny little bit making the difference, trying to help. So the most important thing is helping the farmers, making it more cost-effective. $3 billion a year we're spending helping farmers. They hate it.
You were once laughed at for your opinions of being a vegan.
25 years ago.
25 years ago. And do you feel now that I mean, as we just said here, more than 3.5 million people are identifying as vegan. Do you finally feel like people are understanding a little bit more?
Well, we know we're in 24 countries around the world. I've developed this. Most of my money goes to charity. But I develop different foods for people like yourself who love the taste of meat. I love watching MasterChef. I love it. But I just want to go, oh, I teach Michelin star chefs around the world how to do vegan. Because when I go to a great restaurant, I go, right, what you got? A nice souffle? And they go, well, you're a vegan. And I go, yeah, I make a fantastic chocolate souffle. And they go...
There are ways.
You know, there's loads of ways, but that's why I did my degree in food science.
But the thing there, you're saying...
I brought a gift for Anthony.
Oh, and they look very tasty.
Fish steaks. And they're made from konjac. They're really healthy. So you can have everything you like that won't harm the animals or the environment.
With you, Anthony, you have this issue with if it's a sausage, it should have meat in it, or don't call it a sausage. But if you can make something that's tasty and interesting, just because you're a vegan, why not have something that looks like a sausage or behaves like a vegan?
Because we love it.
Hang on a minute.
We love
fish and dairy. When you've got wonderful fruit and vegetables from all around the world that you can do amazing things with. You go to the Far East, you go to India, you've got some wonderful vegan recipes. And yes, they're beautiful tastes. But when you go to one of these high street things and get a vegan sausage roll, when the rest of the
Well, why
shop
do
is
you-
covered in meat products.
Why do you still
What
eat
is
meat?
that about?
Why don't you just eat
Because
vegetables
I
on that
enjoy meat.
basis?
I enjoy
And
meat.
we
Let's
enjoy
go back-
meat.
let's
Tasting,
go back to the
just
point,
not
the initial
harm.
point of our chat. The initial point, and this is the militancy. Now,
There's militancy in
watched
every
Jamie's
area of-
Friday Night Feast on Channel 4 the other night with Jamie and Jimmy. It was Ramesh Ranganathan. It was all vegan. Everything was vegan, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. Like the look of that. Like the look of that. And it's bit by bit by bit by bit. And do you believe that if you read the paper and you see a bunch of people who go into a supermarket and terrify old people...
I don't. Let me just explain why that happens. Let me explain why it happens. I don't agree with it. I'm old enough after 25 years in the vegan world to know it doesn't work long term. How we've changed millions, and we are at 3.5 million. Actually, we just got another 250,000 signed up this January.
Don't believe a word of it.
Well, I can show you it.
Doesn't matter.
But the point is that I don't believe in extreme behaviour that harms or criticises or is cruel to anybody in any form. But you get it in non-vegans, you get it in all areas.
Of course you do.
And ultimately, the easiest way is to take someone's hand, because it's hypocritical to judge somebody when you haven't been a vegan your whole life.
What about
everybody
palm
eat
oil?
meat
Because
and dairy?
there's a lot of people that say
There's
palm oil is
sustainable
used
oil,
in a
there's
lot of
non-sustainable oil.
vegan food, and that
At
is,
the
that
moment,
can cause
most
deforestation
of it-
in rainforests. So that's
You've also got.
It's
look, most of
sustainable
the
palm oil, there's a
products you
difference.
like to eat, the vegans like to eat. I like to eat as well. Almonds from California, avocados from Mexico and Chile, and they're deforesting to get more and more avocado plants. Goji berries from
I
China.
don't agree with
Mangoes
Don't
from
agree with any of
India.
that.
You are causing carbon footprint, bringing these products in. We
I
grow
agree.
very little
Grow-
good vegetables in this
Buy
country,
locally,
unfortunately.
buy British.
Well, yes,
What's got
but you
Brexit
are,
going on?
you are limited by a very boring
Right,
selection of veg.
so just so you know, so I'm the lead speaker at one of the agriculture, well, around the world at the moment, on agriculture and helping farmers. Because I've done this for a long time, it's about problem solving. It's not about voice an opinion without a problem. So you've got an opinion, this is the solution. Farmers can bring money into this country by making plant-based peas, potato starch. We turn that pea protein into a gel, pure, clean, healthy, clean label that makes fish steaks, duck, chorizos, 540 products. Wouldn't you want that 3 billion saved, put into the NHS, put into nursing, put into teaching?
But we also
I have
must have
invested...
we
Final
also
word,
have
Antony.
a country.
Final word.
We also have a countryside that is beautiful to look at, looked after by the guardians of this country, which are the farmers. Without
plants.
Without grass,
It
we have the
destroys
sheep.
the waterways.
We've got about 10 seconds.
I mean, you know, be a vegan by all means. Nothing wrong with that. But don't thrust it down my throat. Don't thrust it down. All live in harmony.
I agree, but
Vegans,
educate
meat
yourself
eaters.
with the right
We
facts.
have to leave
That's
it there.
all.
Definitely open the
Get the
debate
right
up.
facts.
Thank you
Thank you.
both.
Thank you very much.